10 bad habits that destroy your confidence. Self-esteem is one of those ethereal qualities that is difficult to quantify, but you know it when you see it. It is a feeling of trust in one's own abilities, traits, and judgment, and it affects practically every part of our lives, including how we feel about ourselves, how others perceive us, and how we do in school and at work. A lack of confidence is not usually the result of crippling social anxiety or other mental health issues that influence one's self-perception. You may be unaware that you have some subconscious tendencies that are eroding your confidence. Let's look at some of these tendencies and actions so you can learn to spot them and begin developing good habits instead. Number 1. Ignoring your appearance. You are already aware of the significance of excellent hygiene and the value of taking care of your health and beauty. One of the most crucial things to remember is that ignoring your looks is essentially expressing disrespect for yourself. Furthermore, if you don't feel good about how you appear, your self-esteem will suffer, particularly in social circumstances. It may appear to be a minor matter, but properly caring for your appearance can go a long way toward increasing your self-confidence. Number 2. Fixating on minor flaws. Do you notice little flaws in your appearance when you glance in the mirror? Do you become fixated on this defect and amplify it in your thoughts until it appears to be all you can see? If so, you must halt. This habit is detrimental to one's self-esteem. Even if you think you're just being honest with yourself, focusing on your flaws can drive you to dislike what you see. When this happens, your focus turns from enjoying all of the qualities you admire in yourself to continually dissecting everything you believe is wrong. This self-criticism process leaves you feeling depressed, inadequate, and embarrassed. Not the best environment for a confident attitude. Instead of dwelling over little flaws, try focusing your attention on the positive aspects of yourself. It may feel uncomfortable at first. After all, positivity is frequently difficult to achieve when pessimism has been ingrained. However, daily practice, like any new habit worth building, will affect how you feel about yourself. Number 3. Discussing your perceived weaknesses. There is a narrow line between being self-deprecating and overdoing it. While self-deprecation is designed to demonstrate that you're a normal person who doesn't take themselves too seriously, it might come out as insecurity in some circumstances. Furthermore, if you regularly make negative comments about yourself, people will notice and either grow weary of hearing it or begin to suspect that you may not be as terrific as you appear. If you must mention a weakness in a professional setting, such as a job interview, frame it as an area for improvement. It will demonstrate that, while there are places for improvement, there is a readiness and ambition to master new talents and thrive in areas other than those that come easily. 4th. Over-complimenting others. Over-complimenting people is effectively telling them how much better they are than you. Of course, it is good to lift others up, but if you do it too often and portray yourself as a little fish in comparison, you will begin to accept this narrative. Take the time to recognize your own qualities and talents instead of repeating the cycle of over-complimenting others and denigrating yourself. Keep in mind that everyone has unique talents and weaknesses. Indeed, if we are all same, none of us will stand out in a crowd. Each of us has something special that distinguishes us, therefore don't overlook your great qualities. 5th. Believing your negative self-talk. If you're like most individuals, you probably have negative ideas about yourself on occasion. Unfortunately, we are considerably more likely to believe the negative things we tell ourselves than the positive. And, in the long run, this way of thinking diminishes your self-esteem and confidence, making it more difficult to believe in yourself and achieve your goals. While positive affirmations can help break some of these thinking patterns, learning how to not take your negative self-talk so seriously in the first place is much more beneficial. It will give you a more objective view on life, leading you to better enjoyment and, as a result, more confidence. Excessive apologizing is number 6 on the list. Do you ever find yourself saying "I'm sorry" even when another person collides with you? While apologies can be powerful and meaningful, being overly courteous or constantly saying sorry might actually harm your confidence. Excessive apologies can make you appear doubtful of yourself, as if you have no confidence in your abilities or decisions. You should not apologize for things you know aren't your fault or for anything you don't regret. By doing so, you assign responsibility to yourself and encourage others to believe that you are at fault. Apologies should only be made when necessary, otherwise, they lose their effectiveness and meaning. 7th. Allowing others to make decisions for you. You can't be confident if you don't know what you want or don't believe your opinions are important. Confidence is developed by the honest and empowered expression of one's desires. This is only possible if you listen to yourself, trust yourself, and follow through on your goals in life. When someone tells you what they believe should happen, or presses you to do something they desire instead of considering your needs, or worse, tries to control or manipulate you, your confidence suffers. Number 8. Lowering your expectations. Accepting less than what you deserve involves lowering your standards to be okay with whatever happens. Sure, reducing your standards will make your life more comfortable or convenient. And, while it may seem like a simple answer at the time, it will not boost your confidence in the long run. Lowering your standards, on the other hand, decreases your self-worth and generates more issues than it solves. It's also a slippery slope. If you start doing it for one thing, you'll find it simpler to do it for others. It's acceptable if we don't all share the same values. However, having a set of standards and sticking to them will make you happier and more confident. Number 9. Keeping toxic relationships. When it comes to confidence, the connections in your life are really important because everyone around you influences how you think and feel about yourself. People close to you, such as family, friends, coworkers, and even strangers, all have an effect on your self-esteem. Your confidence will suffer if individuals around you are continuously criticizing or dismissing you. Take a step back and assess whether your connections are healthy for both parties involved, especially if your confidence has suffered as a result of your interactions with these people. To be confident and aggressive, you must surround yourself with positive individuals who care about your well-being as much as they do about their own. 10th, comparing yourself to others. Everyone has been there. You're scrolling through your social media feed when you notice that other people are reaching milestones faster than you. Perhaps they have a nicer house, a better job, or are happily married while you are having difficulty dating. You're envious, insecure, and possibly even angry because these people have something you don't. But hold on, is it as bad as it appears? Comparing yourself to others is natural human behavior. We're hardwired to notice differences and form opinions. However, if left unchecked, this habit can be detrimental to your self-esteem. It can make you feel envious or resentful of others' accomplishments. Instead, concentrate on what distinguishes you in a positive way, and keep in mind that everyone's path is unique, even if they appear similar at first glance. These bad habits are all indicators of low self-esteem. While some of them may appear to be harmless, if ignored for an extended period of time, they can cause significant damage. The key is to recognize these pitfalls as they occur. With practice, you'll be able to replace a negative thought or behavior with a positive one whenever one of these bad habits arises. If you loved this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that we can continue to make them. For more videos like this, subscribe and remember to turn on the notification bell. Also, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for tuning in.